The Waterloo Regional Association of Realtors just unveiled the housing stats for the Waterloo Region in the month of May, and the housing market is picking up finally. So before I get into the numbers of it, just a quick overview of what's been going on in the market. We've had a bit of a delayed spring market. There's been a lot of uncertainty, especially through the early bits of the winter with rising interest rates. So when the Bank of Canada decided to stop raising interest rates, a lot of people went out and started going house shopping. So for April, May months, the market has been picking up, which is our spring market. Normally it's a little bit earlier than that. I mean, we're in the June and we're still seeing a surge of inventory. The recent interest rate hike has kind of hindered things a little bit, but that'll probably pass over pretty soon. There's still a lot of buyers out there. A lot of homes are still selling in multiple offers. So the market has been picking up finally after it being very slow and prices dropping month after month all through 2022. So beginning of 2023 onward, prices have been steadily increasing and we're continuing to see that trend. Now, the average sales price across all property types in the Waterloo region for the month of May was $821,828. This represents a 5.6% decrease from May of last year, and there's a 3.1% increase month over month. So as time goes on, we're realizing the gap from a year ago to today is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. If you've been watching my videos, you'll realize it was 10, 15, 20% year over year down, but now because prices have been going up and it's been over a year since the peak of the market, that gap from where we were a year ago to today is getting smaller and smaller and smaller as the market recovers and prices continue to go up. Now, the average sales price for a detached home in the Waterloo region for the month of May was $964,130. This represents a decrease of 2.8% from last year and is an increase of 4.2% from last month. Now, the average sales price for a townhouse in the region came in at just under $700,000 at $697,551, representing a decrease of 2.4% from last year and an increase of 5% month over month. Now, condo-style apartments have not been doing as well in the Waterloo region, coming in at an average price of $482,926. That represents an 11.8% decrease year over year and is a decrease of 1.4% month over month. Condos have been the least desirable property type in the region because a lot of people are buying homes, they want to have that backyard, they want to be in a detached or semi-detached property. So while the detached homes are appreciating and are in super high demand, condos are falling behind. And what seems to be the case is a lot of people that can't afford detached homes end up buying semis or townhomes, and those people that were originally trying to buy a semi or townhome when prices go up end up buying condos. But a lot of people, if they're looking for a semi or a townhome or a detached and they can't find a house in their budget, a lot of people are renting. They're first-time home buyers, and so they just say, you know what, I'm not going to bother buying the condo, I'm just going to keep renting and save up more. Because I have a lot of buyers I work with that they aren't willing to entertain the idea of a condo. They want to buy that semi-detached, that detached property, and they're not looking at condos. It's not something that's even really in their mind. Whereas in a place like Toronto, the condo market's probably a lot better because people understand that buying a condo, that's the reality, and prices are really high, and to buy a detached property, you need to have a lot of money. So condos in Toronto, they're putting up massive towers, and condos is just a way of life out in Toronto, whereas in Kitchener-Waterloo, we're in a suburban market, and so people aren't really used to that condo lifestyle. A lot of people that grew up here, live here, or are coming here, they are coming here because they want a suburban lifestyle, or they're used to that because that's what they grew up with. So condos, they're still selling, but they're not appreciating at the same rate that the detached properties are. And in a lot of cases, in my own personal experience, I'm finding they're sitting on the market a little bit longer because of that. Plus the fact that with condos, you have to deal with condo corporations, status certificates, and a lot of different things, which can make it difficult to sell some of these condos. Now, for the average semi-detached home in the region, they came in at an average sales price of $726,702, representing a 1.1% increase year over year, This is the first time I've seen a property that has been higher this year than it was last year when doing these market stats, which is a first and a good sign showing that the market's picking back up. That was a 5.6% increase month over month. I can explain to you why this went up so much, because I went and did some digging, and there were 2 high dollar semi-detached properties that had sold in the month of May. One for a bit over 1.5 and another for a bit over $1 million, which normally we do not see semi-detached homes sell in that price point. There's only been a handful that have sold this year for over $1 million. So having 2 of those in 1 month is driving up the price, because this is the average. It's all of them added up together and divided by the number of how many semis that were sold. So that's driving up that number. So I think it's a little bit of an outlier, but semi-detached properties are desirable. A lot of people who are looking for detached homes are making the compromise and buying semis. So still a very desirable property type. It's still doing very well, but I think that's probably why it's going up more month over month than all the other property types we've talked about. Now, when it comes to inventory, we had 1,624 new listings hit the market in the month of May, which is a 3.6% decrease from May of last year, and is 11.8% less than the 10-year average. Now, this sounds bad, and it is bad from an inventory perspective, especially with immigration and all the amount of people that are out trying to buy homes. Canada's population just hit 40 million people just a couple days ago. So the population in Canada is growing, and we don't have a lot of homes for sale. But if you've been watching these videos and you've been following the inventory levels, you'll know that we have a lot more homes for sale now than what we did in the last few months. So that is a good thing that these numbers are coming down and the amount of inventory is coming up. Recently, I was talking about numbers in the, 3 digits, 700. Now we're at 1,200. So that's definitely refreshing. I am seeing a lot more homes hitting the market, which is a good thing because we need more homes in the market. The problem and the reason why prices continue to go up, they were skyrocketing a couple years ago and now they're doing it again now, is because there's just not enough homes. Homes are still selling with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 offers because there's more buyers than there are homes in the market. So the more inventory we have, the better. And hopefully we will see an increase in development in the Waterloo region as well. And for days on market, it takes on average 15 days to sell a home in the Waterloo region compared to 11 days in May of 2022. The amount of days it takes to sell a home is still really low, but it's starting to creep up, especially with some people pricing properties too high, or as I was talking about with some of these condos, they're taking a little bit longer to sell as well. Luxury market and higher priced properties, a lot of stuff over $1 million is taking a little bit longer to sell. Anything in that $700,000-$800,000 sweet spot is selling super fast, but market activity for the homes are a little bit more expensive, is a little bit slower. If you look at 2022, homes are selling for $1.5 million in like 3 days, 100,000, 2, 3, 400,000 over asking, like it was nothing. We're not seeing that. Higher priced properties are taking a little bit longer. A lot of that is probably because of high down payments and a lot of different factors. But the smaller detached properties and semi-detached properties, the affordable starter homes, they're moving really fast. So it really depends on the property type you're looking at. A lot of people will ask me, how's the market? It depends on what you're looking to buy. If you're looking to buy a property that's a little bit more on the expensive end, over $1 million, probably a good idea to buy right now because of these lower days on market. If you're looking to buy something that is a $700,000 detached, still a good time to buy. You're buying for less than what it was a year ago, but it's a lot more competitive compared to if you're buying something like a condo or a more expensive property. All right, so that's all I have for today's video about the housing market in the Waterloo region. If you have any questions about this, let me know. My contact information is going to be in the description below. As well, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this. What do you think of the market right now? What's your opinions? I'd love to hear from you. Besides that, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.